And welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Here's me truck, and my name's David Steele, and here comes the boom. Let's give it a quick tug test. Okay, today's video is all about adding the International A26 engine to Harven's International HX520. That is the truck with a bit of a mouthful. That is the fairly recently added truck to International's lineup. The HX520, that stands for the Extreme Duty. What does that mean? It means it's the rough and tough one. Now, Harven introduced this particular truck with a range of Cummins X15 engines, which indeed the real thing has, but it can also come with the International A26, and that's the 12.4 litre engine. Well, extreme duty and a smaller engine might not seem to make sense, but they do for me, and so I've imported the A26 from the stock International LT into this particular truck. Now, let us suppose that International had announced plans of a form of joint venture with Scania using their Super 13 to release a new A26. Well, then maybe that engine might find its way into this truck too. But that's for another day. As for today's trip, we have a lazy run to El Paso. I have got the whole day to make this trip. The weather isn't great right now, but it's hopefully not going to stay raining. I think my weather preferences are for more sunny than not. This is a World of Trucks trip, so I have a 65 mile an hour speed limit. This package is more than capable of cruising at that speed. And speaking of which, we're using the 450 variant of the A26, so that's 450 rated horsepower, 1700 foot-pounds of torque. And as far as the transmission go, I'm using an automated 13 speed with a 323 rear end. So it'll cruise at 55 at a little under 1100 revs. 65 is about 1300 revs, so it's fairly refined. It's a quiet engine anyway. It tends to get good mileage. And behind me is about 37,000 pounds worth of timber. But like I say, we've got plenty of time. The weather is not good, so we will be taking it easy, and might even stop for a bite to eat somewhere. You never know. Anyway, I'm gonna let you sit back and watch this. Probably gonna do some accelerated time, because this trip will probably take close to an hour of real world time. Anyway, let's sit back and enjoy the A26 in the HX520. I think it's time I stop for that lunch I promised myself. We're about a mile from a rest stop. They're a pretty part of West Texas, this. And I might take some glamour shots. We'll see. There's a good chance I'm just going to skip forward through that good chunk of the last few minutes worth of driving and lightly going forward. But so I have to say, the A26 It's a fine engine. I mean, it's sweet, it's torquey, it's got a lot slow down, it gets good mileage. It's still a little bit dubious as to whether it really fits the character of an extreme duty truck, but putting all that to one side, yeah, this thing's doing great. It's not the heaviest cargo in the world behind me, but there we go. Anyway, I'm going to maneuver it into this spot, take some glamour shots, have a bite to eat, nice cup of tea, and I'll be back before you know it. Okay, nice result. Had something to eat, had a drink. Let's make like a wheel of cheese and get rolling. So I'll walk down this path. There are quite a few of these rest break areas in Texas, and they are pretty accurately modeled here. They're pretty, they're pleasant, they're quiet. Do they have vending machines? Yes, they do. Anyway, back in the cab. I'm going to fire it up and let's get on our way. So how I imagine this video has gone in editing as I suspect it will, I will have skipped forward or accelerated time through a huge chunk of Texas. And it's time to get some fuel. I actually have about half a tank, but this particular truck has a 100-gallon tank. Now, yes, if I can return 7 to the gallon, that gives me 700 miles, and that's plenty to get where I'm going. But it doesn't leave me with very much in the tank once I get there. So this is an unusual truck in the game where you generally can do more miles in a day than you have in the tank when you start. At least on the engines I've trialed with so far. And I've used some pretty thirsty engines in the HX520. I mean, it is a extreme duty truck after all. So I'm going to go ahead and work my way around to the truck stop. I've got plenty of time. Get some more diesel and we'll be back on the road in, well, a few minutes. Still got plenty of time for my trip though.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Oh, I'm going to go for the difficult parking because that looked easy. Easy for the experience points, right? Okay, watch this. And that was not easy. I even raised the rear axle and everything on the trailer. Okay, well, I hope that you've enjoyed this trip. It's been not so much talky and a bit of accelerated time, I'm sure. It was about an hour driving in the real world. This is to celebrate the introduction of the International A26 into the International HX520 mod truck, produced by Harven, with some other modders have put some skins in the same pack. This engine is available as at the time of recording, so a couple of days before the video is released. So if you are already a subscriber to the Steele Productions Engine Pack, you will likely already have the update. And if not, I'll put a link to the engine pack below. It's available in the Steam Workshop. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope that you enjoyed it. You know what to do if you have. Subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.